Hello there and welcome back to the channel. It's BuckerBrad96 here with another Bakugan video. Now, brawlers and Baku crew members, sit back, relax, and get ready because I've got out the clown box. But I'm not going to go over everything, that would be way too long and a little redundant since I have reviewed most of these before. So I will do my best to show off the new ones that I have picked up during my hiatus. I can't speak today. But while I wasn't recording. Now I did manage to secure some really hard to get clowns, that being the two Alto Brontes that I'm sure by now you all already see. But that, and I think I got one Baku Steel Mega, that is actually pretty neat. So I will review those three in this video. If you would like to see more Bakugan related content, please subscribe to the channel, ring that notification bell, and you won't miss a thing. But diving right into it, right? Like, don't wait. I'll go ahead and move these out of the way. So, of course, we have the Baku Steel Chaos, the Baku Core Chaos, or Battle Damaged, if you will, the Reverse Attribute Chaos. Shoutouts to HM Warrior. Don't know if you're still into Bakugan, but thank you so much for the Translucent Chaos Alto Brontes. Probably the closest thing I would have got to a native Chaos attribute with the normal coloring had I not went ahead and secured one of today's reviews, and that is the Japanese exclusive, or I guess Asian region exclusive, Chaos Alto Brontes. So no treatment, just base Chaos. Also, fun fact, probably the closest you're going to get to an anime accurate release as well. And then other than that, of course, I did get this. Again, shout out to Discord members Ral and number 80 for helping me get this amazing Alto Brontes. This is Baku Frost Ventus. So very rare. Well, at least for me, being in the US, right? Because apparently these Bakugan weren't that hard to find if you were in the European regions. A little jealous about that, but still, really awesome nonetheless. And then the other Bakugan I want to touch on today is going to be the Baku Steel Subterra, as it too was a European exclusive print. I don't know why Spin Master region locked so many Bakugan, but man, is it aggravating this many years later when I'm trying to get them all. Now, to be fair, when I had started this hunt for every Brontes version possible, I had no idea how big the rabbit hole truly was. But now that I've already started, I can't give up now, so I'll just have to do what I can to find every single one that I can. And to my surprise, I'm only missing, I don't know, a handful. I can probably count them all between my two hands. So I would say 10 or less, but no more than 10. And, you know, that's saying something considering. Jeez, some of these were really hard to find. But enough about that. Let's go ahead and get into the video. Oh, I hate removing the cards because it all falls. The reason I'm removing them is because I do have a couple of new ones. Poor little Aquas flip. Still haven't got a fix for it. Still does not close. I'm scared to mess with it anymore because I don't want it to get more messed up. Oh, so rough. But again, a rare Brontes, so sometimes we get what we can get, and sometimes they are well loved and well used. You know, two sides of the same coin, I suppose. Starting off with the new cards that I have secured. I don't think it's anything really super, but, well, to me it is, but maybe not the coolest thing as far as reviews go. So starting off, I do have the Silver Gate. Again, same package as the Baku Frost Ventus. Thank you everyone who helped me get these, because hey, kind of gave me a reason to start the channel back up again, and really, I'm just so happy to be back behind the camera. Well, sort of, I guess, my voice anyway. But just making content, talking about Bakugan is something that I really like. And yeah, I missed out on it for far too long. So this is a copy of Sun Arena. Again, Brontes artwork, which is why I wanted it. 90 to Pyrus, 100 to Aquas, 70 to Subterra, 140 to Chaos, so actually huge if I decide to run a Chaos main set. 0 to Darkus, and then 80 to Ventus. I really like the point that it is 0 to darkest, because so many people just love the darkest faction or attribute, sorry, myself included, so that's just really nice to see. I did only get 2 new cards for now. So my other new one is actually a gold, which I was lax on the gold gates. There's not many that have Brontes in the artwork, but I did manage to secure Nightfall. Again, same package. Thank you all. And this is really cool because it shows Mega Brontes in like a weird side pose. So it's like, shows that the Bakugan forms, like the smaller forms themselves, not just the monster forms, can like move and twist. And I just think that's really neat. Because a lot of people don't really think about that, especially people who haven't seen the original show. They were much more lifelike, just like how the Bakugan are in, I guess, Battle Planet, you know, the second era of Bakugan. They were just more ball-like. But Nightfall is really interesting because if there is a Darkest or Chaos Bakugan at the battle, then all Pyrus Bakugan get plus 400 G power. Now, hear me out. For those of you who have seen my last Brontes deck, you all know that I use Chaos in Pyrus. So the idea with this card is I get combo battle. I throw my Chaos Brontes on here, roll it, or then I get my Pyrus on there. So I kind of trigger it, and then I get a huge buff between both of them, which is really, really strong. And the other attributes kind of miss out. You know, 50 to Aquas, 120 to Subterra. 210 to Darkest could be a problem, but I mean, I'm getting the 200 off of the Chaos, the 400 off of the Pyrus, and then whatever my Brontes have. Right now, I can't quite remember. I want to say 680 and 620 or 660, something like that, and then 80 to Ventus. Either way, a really powerful card, and this would probably take place of either my Lightning Field or one of my actual Brontes character gates. Because it's just stronger in my opinion. But I guess that could be subjective depending on how you looked at it. Kind of got everything mixed up. I was going to show them. Because they're not bad, but I think the Nightfall is just stronger as far as like comboing off, especially with combo battle. But yeah, I could replace one of the characters. I got Brontes and then Alto, which they're good, but Nightfall, way better. Currently don't have any new ability cards though. A little harder to track down and get. I wish there was more with Dynamo on them, to be honest. But yeah, that's it for the card bonuses. I know I kind of spent way too long on those. That's my mistake. That's what I get for being overexcited. So I'll start with the one that I'm not sure if I reviewed in the past yet or not, and that is the Subterra Baku still, which is actually really cool because there aren't many Subterra Brontes. There's the normal one, there's the normal core one, and then there's the flip, the attribute flip one. So this Baku still has 730 Gs. Try to get that to focus in from your perspective. There we go. Which is actually really strong. It makes it one of the top tier Brontes. Very few of them hit over 700, most being either Chaos or Alto. So to have it on a Subterra Mega is just really, really nice. And also the coppery Subterra accents against the Baku still, really, really cool. And then another thing I've noticed with this Bakugan is because I don't know if it's because it was a European release or what, but the Baku steel treatment is a lot lighter. Like there's a lot more silver as opposed to like the ones that I've gotten that are US releases. They're more dark in comparison. So it's just a really cool, neat difference that I don't think matters all that much. But as far as collection goes, yeah. Super neat. Moving on though, time to get into the cream of the crop, if you will. And I'll go ahead and start with the one that I got first, because I actually picked this one up quite a few months back. I did make a couple of posts, little teasers on it, but I never got around to recording about it until now. To date, this is the most expensive clown in the collection, topping me out at about $170 with shipping. This was a huge investment for the channel, and I don't roll this Bakugan. I don't really mess with this Bakugan too much, Definitely a display collection thing. I want to get a better case for my clowns. Right now I just have them in a G2 starter deck box, and that's not great. Eventually though, they'll get a well-deserved case. I will pop it out though. Oh, so just, I am very ginger with this Bakugan. I don't want anything happening to it. This is the Japanese, just normal Chaos Alto Brontes. Because it is on the, I think it's because it is a JP exclusive, their game was a little bit weaker and it wasn't as power crept as what we were playing over here in the US. Because this Alto only has 480, which is honestly rather weak. I mean, I wouldn't even bother playing this in a deck because it wouldn't even be worth messing up or scuffing up. It's just too low. Like, it's not going to win. That's why I usually opt for either my Baku Steel Chaos or my Baku Core Chaos, because they are way stronger. It just looks so cool, right? Like, it's so awesome to have. This was a Bakugan that when I was a kid, like I saw on YouTube videos, I saw on posts online, but it wasn't a Bakugan I ever thought I would have, much less find. So, really awesome. The only nitpick that I have about this Bakugan is that the attribute symbol is not centered into its location. It's a little off-putting. I guess that just triggers the little OCD, but, you know, not the worst thing. At least it's not missing a huge side of pain or something like that, because that's rough. I don't know if you watching saw this video, but my Elemental Shark Tar for G2, it actually had a factory error and half the face wasn't painted. So it does look a little ghastly. I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty rough, but luckily dodged a bullet with this Alto. It is just a little off-centered. Now then, newest addition to the clown posse, if you will, is the Ventus Baku Frost. So I do have quite a few of Baku Frost Brontes to track down. After this one, there is the Ventus Mega, the Ventus Core, and I do believe there is a Chaos Frost as well. That is particularly harder to get. Outside of that, the Subterra Alto Brontes, and just a few others, to name a few, would be I have the Ventus Crystal, but there's also like a base Aquas Baku Crystal. And the only difference is the little horns propeller are colored different. But hey, different is different, and that's the whole point of the collection. But here is the Baku Frost Brontes, much stronger at 760 G power. This thing is definitely a beast. And I actually think that's in line with the Baku Core Ventus Alto. So I think those attributes match, or the G powers match. See if I can, without causing destruction in my box, see if I can pull it out. Just because I want to see if I'm right. Because I did manage to score the Baku Core Ventus. 760, yep, sure enough. Try to show that off. Yeah, there we go. Got a good zoom in on that one. Yeah, same. So that's interesting that the Baku Frost is the same as the Baku Core Ventus Alto Brontes. This one does have a little lean to it. Little flap. It's kind of funny, but the spring's fine. There's no damage, nothing's missing, just a little top heavy. I guess the spring's not as strong over time, and it's a little worn out, but what can you say? You know, you're talking about a 10, 15, 20 plus year old toy. Things are bound to happen, and they're not always good. So the fact that it's in this good of condition is saying something. Don't know where to kind of pivot from there, to be honest, everyone. I'm still a little rusty, dusty, and musty since I haven't done a lot of videos lately. But I'm trying to get into the swing of things. So in the comments down below, let me know what I can do. I mean, what would you like to talk about? What would you like to hear? You know, that kind of thing. Kind of help out your boy, you know? But yeah, Baku Frost Ventus Alto. Really awesome. Also, is Baku Frost like just a colored gimmick, or does it have any gameplay definition, like the Baku Pearl or the translucent Bakugan? I know they can get different attribute bonuses depending on the gate cards they land. So I'm curious, does Baku Frost kind of do anything like that? Or is it purely cosmetic like Baku Steel or the reverse attribute, that kind of thing? Would be good to know. That's going to be it for this video, though. I think that's all of the clowns. I don't know. I'll give a little peek. Maybe if the crew wants, I could do a whole collection one day. But I know I have done it quite a few times, so I didn't want to oversaturate the video with boredom and do the same thing over and over again. So I just wanted to touch on the newest additions, being these two awesome altos right here. The Baku Steel, I'm still not sure if I've reviewed this one yet or not. Maybe I posted about it. Jeez, I can't remember. Oh well, either way, thank you all for watching. Thank you all for tuning in. And if you want to see more Bakugan content, stay tuned. Till next time, stay safe, drum up, and Bakugan Brawl.